Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Havoc here, and welcome to my very first episode of Call of Duty Ghost Best Class Setups. If any of you guys are unfamiliar or new with this series, what I do is I give you guys the class setups that I do best in Ghost, and I give them to you. I share them with you guys so that you guys can improve your game and do better in Ghost overall. If you could please drop a like. These take a long time to edit and make. I usually try out every single attachment and perk combination just to see which works best with each weapon. If you could please subscribe if you haven't already for future content. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the gameplay. Alright, so today we're going to be taking a look at the IA-2 Marksman rifle. In my opinion, this is definitely by far the best Marksman rifle. I've tried out all the other Marksman rifles in Ghost, and by far this one excels the best. It gets the job done, and with this attachment and perk combination that I have on this class setup, it really does get the job done, like I said before. So before I get into the class setup, I just want to say, when I want to get the most amount of kills, and I want to get a high score, and it could be any game mode, TDM, kill confirmed, heck, even domination, I will use this class setup. Alright, so now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about the class setup. So first I'm going to be explaining the attachments that I have on the IA-2. I have the red dot sight and the muzzle brake. The reason why I have the red dot sight is because I find that I work best with this sight versus other sights, and I would strongly suggest never going to the default iron sights on this weapon. They are horrible. It's just, they're unplayable. They really are. And I do a lot better with the red dot sight versus the other sights. It's obviously up to your preference if you want to put a different sight on. So the other attachment that I have on this IA-2 is the muzzle brake. And the reason why I have the muzzle brake on is because playing with this weapon without and with muzzle brake, I find a huge difference in killing time. I find that I can kill people in nearly half the time with the muzzle brake. And I know some people might say muzzle brake doesn't do any good. You know, it's not going to help you out in the long run. But it really does. It works wonders on this weapon. So I would strongly suggest, if you don't have muzzle brake on this weapon, try it out, see if you like it. If you don't like it, then you know, an alternate attachment would definitely be suppressor if you want to be more stealthy, have a more stealthy approach. And then you could possibly put assault strike package on if you can build up a streak. But before I get into the strike package, I want to talk about the lethals, the tacticals, and the secondaries. The reason why I don't have those, and I never have those in any of my classes, is because you have more perks. I find that I usually never pull out a secondary. If I have a good primary, I never use the secondary, and let alone I never use the lethals or tacticals. Alright, so next we're going to be talking about the strike package that I have on this class setup. I have the support strike package, and the reason why I have support on is because you never really get a huge streak with this class setup. This is primarily a Russian class setup, and if you have a Russian class setup, never use assault in Ghost. Always use support, because you're rarely ever going to get on those big streaks, and you're not going to be able to get your strike package. So what I have on the strike package is I have the ammo crate, the squad member, and the oracle. And the reason why I have the ammo crate is because I usually always on every single class have scavenger, and I decided to remove it on this class so that I could put that slot to better use and instead use an ammo crate instead of scavenger. So I guess that works out in the long run, so I definitely strongly suggest having the ammo crate. The next one that I have on is the support squad member, and the reason why I have this one on is because when you're rushing, the squad member definitely has your back. It always picks up 2 or 3 kills every single time. In this gameplay, I'm pretty sure it got me at least 5 kills overall, so I would strongly suggest getting the support squad member on. Being that this is a rushing class setup, the Oracle is a huge advantage. That way you can flank the enemy team and rush even harder and know where the enemies are so that you can take them out faster and easier and get more kills in the long run. Alright, so last but not least, we're going to be talking about the perk combination that I have on this class setup. It is probably by far the most important thing that you could take away from this class setup video. So the first perk that I have on here is Quick Draw. And I would strongly suggest putting Quick Draw on every single Russian class setup that you use in Call of Duty Ghost. Quick Draw, what Quick Draw does, it makes you aim down on sights faster, and it's really handy dandy when you're rushing around. The next two perks that I have on are Agility and Marathon. These are speedy perks. It makes you run faster, and you also have unlimited sprint. So it's really primarily the two perks that make this class more of a Russian class setup. The next perk that I have is Focus, and what Focus does is if you're in a gunfight with an opponent, your gun will not get that kick. Your guy will not flinch when he's getting shot, and I would strongly suggest putting Focus on every single class setup in Call of Duty Ghost, whether it's an AR, a submachine gun, Marksman rifle, every single class setup, Focus is a must. The next perk that I have on is Gambler, and the main reason why I have Gambler on is just because I only had one slot left. So I found that Gambler, it could give you a good perk, it could give you a bad perk. So you know, it could work out in the long run, it might not work out in the long run, but either way, you're not really screwed overall. And then the last perk that I have on is Ready Up, and when you're running around really fast, I think what Ready Up does is it makes you aim down on sights faster when you're while you're running. So I think Quick Draw and Ready Up, some people say that they're the same, some people say that they're different. If they are the same and you don't need both, then choose a different perk, whichever one you want. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the class setup. If you could please drop a like once again if you enjoyed the video, and I'll hopefully see you guys in future uploads. Havoc out.